Hello viewers, you're welcome to I Teach with Faith. Today I'm going to talk about few things you can help your child at home before going to school, and also for the teachers you can also do this for the the new students that are just coming in from the age 2, 3 and so on. And so on, for most especially for those kids that are just coming into school, and for parents, you can do this at home because to help your child a lot before going to school. Now, before I move further, please, I would like you to subscribe to this channel, share my videos, and also give me a like. Thank you. So as I said earlier, that few tips on how your child can write at early stage. The first thing I want to talk about is identification. Identification is the key word for those students or those children that need to write. Now, if you do not, if they can't identify, they cannot write. A child cannot write what I do not know, what they do not know. So you don't write what you don't know. But it is when they are able to identify, they can actually write that particular thing. So identification is very much important for those kids. So as a parent, how you come in is, if you want your child to do well, to write on time, to write early, what you need to do is you start this at home. Get some pictures of letters, numbers, and the objects, some objects like that. Let your child identify this at home. They can easily play with it. You can get coloring letter A, or the letter or number 1, 2, 3 numbers and letters, and also with the object. For the numbers, you can get one and like one ball for them to color. It helps. That helps a lot to quantify, for quantification. And for the letters, it helps them a lot with the letter names and things like that. For example, the R and the apple. So when your child is seeing the letter R or the A and with the apple, so that child would actually know that, okay, well, this is R as in apple, hearing the name apple and R. So it helps your child a lot when they are coloring it at home. Give them to color. Just drop those letters around your child at home before your child will even get ready to go to school. This child has already identified letters and numbers at home. So when your child goes to school, it is not hard anymore. It will not be a big deal, like a new thing. It will not look like they are just seeing strange things somewhere. So it will be something they have already been seeing at home, and they're seeing it in the school. So they already knows their numbers and letters. So what the teacher needs to do maybe in school is to work on how to write them. So this identification, it matters a lot. It helps children a lot. So parents can do this, and as a parent, you can easily do this at home if your child can identify. I'm going to talk about the next thing that you can help your child to identify and also write. So the first one, as I said, is to identify the letters and the numbers. And how do you do this? You get a numbers, like those numbers, or the you can get a coloring book, or you just get the printouts from internet, numbers and letters, and give your child to color them, and let your child know this is number 1, or this is letter A or R. So with this, if your child is able to identify, so you can now move to the next one, which is working with the race. So you move to the next one, and this is what you're going to get. So you get like you already I believe you have a crayon in the house, but the size of the crayon you need is the big size of it, and a big size of a pencil. That is what you need for a child that is just learning to write. So you need a big size of crayon and a big size of pencil. That is what you need. So help your child to hold it correctly, and you assist your child just a little bit, assist the child just for the rigs to start working. This is to take time, but with regular practice your child will get used to it. So this can actually help your child. Your child can start writing even at home before going to school. So the next one I would love to talk about is this is a very it is a Montessori's teaching aid. It helps a lot for children to easily trace numbers and letters. The things you get is you get, first of all, you get a tray, and you get a little quantity of sand you put inside the tray. Now you use the pointing finger, your child use the pointing finger to trace the number. Probably start from number one, and start from, for those ones because they are just coming up, you're just learning how to write. So you start with the right cuff, the right hand cuff, then the stroke, sorry, the straight down, that's the straight down, the number one straight down, and the right hand cuff. I hope you assist your child to do this. With time, your child will get used to it, that to write the straight and the curve down. I know it might not just happen immediately, but with time, your child is going to get it. So those are the things you can help your child at home and also in schools. For the teachers, for those new ones that are just coming into your classroom and you're aching your head like, what am I going to do? How are these ones going to write? You just calm your nerves. Make sure you work on identification and the risks. Identification, the risks. Then you can get a sand tray to assist you for a fast result, because I have used it and I know it works a lot. It works like magic. It's a secret, so I will love you to get it and try it and see how it works very well. So your child start from the straight down, the right hand curve. Those are the two you start with. Then as time goes on, you introduce the left hand curve, and because the left hand curve is going to give you, if your child can write the left hand curve, the child can write number two. That's, your child can write number two, because that's it, the left hand curve, and they put the dash, the curve and the dash, that's number two. So for the other one, the right hand curve, if your child can write the right hand curve, then take it back to where you started and bring it down with a flick. That's A. So that is how it works. It's very easy and very, very exciting. So please, you can do this at home, and for the teachers also, you can do this in the school. You help the child to write. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for new and helpful tips like this. Thanks for watching. See you.